Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, as we know him, was born on September 15, 1984, at St Mary's Hospital in London. He was the younger son of Prince Charles, now King Charles III, and Princess Diana. From the moment he was born, Harry was part of a world filled with royal responsibilities, public attention, and constant media coverage. Harry's parents, Prince Charles and Princess Diana, were two of the most well-known people in the world. Charles was seen as serious and traditional, always preparing for his future role as king. Diana, on the other hand, was known for being kind, caring, and deeply connected with people. Many called her the People's Princess because of how relatable and loved she was, even while living in the royal spotlight. Harry's older brother, Prince William, was born in 1982. The two brothers were close, but their roles in the royal family were a little different. William was being prepared to be king, while Harry, often called the spare to the throne, had more freedom. Despite this, they had a typical sibling relationship, sometimes competitive but always supportive. William often played a protective role, especially after a life-changing event that deeply affected them both. Growing up as a royal came with many privileges. Harry lived in grand homes, attended top schools, and traveled around the world. However, his childhood wasn't without struggles. His parents' marriage had many problems, and their very public separation made things difficult for both Harry and William. The constant media attention surrounding their parents' relationship and eventual divorce meant that Harry grew up with the press always watching him. In their defense, both Charles and Diana worked hard to give Harry and William as normal a life as possible. Diana, especially, made sure to take them on trips to amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and even introduce them to people living in poverty or affected by homelessness. She wanted her sons to understand life outside the royal bubble, and her approach had a huge influence on Harry. He has often said that his mother's kindness and empathy shaped the way he looks at the world today. In 1997, tragedy struck when Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris. Harry was just 12 years old at the time, and her sudden death devastated both him and William. The image of the two brothers walking behind their mother's coffin during her funeral is still remembered by many. In later years, Harry shared how hard it was to cope with losing his mother so publicly. The grief stayed with him as he grew up and affected his views on the media and mental health. After Diana's death, Harry and William were raised by their father, Prince Charles, with help from their grandparents, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. One of the prestigious schools Harry attended, Eton College, was where he developed a reputation for being more rebellious and fun-loving compared to his serious older brother. While William was seen as the dutiful royal, Harry had a carefree side that made him stand out. Despite his tough experiences, Harry felt a strong sense of responsibility. He found his own path in 2005 when he joined the British Army, a decision that became a turning point in his life. After going through intense training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, Harry became an officer and served 2 tours in Afghanistan. During his time in the military, he was known as Captain Wales. Harry appreciated that he was treated like any other soldier, which gave him a sense of normality and respect. Serving in Afghanistan had a deep impact on Harry. He saw firsthand the challenges and sacrifices soldiers faced. After leaving active service in 2015, Harry stayed dedicated to helping veterans. One of his biggest contributions was launching the Invictus Games in 2014, an international sporting event for wounded servicemen and women. This became one of Harry's most meaningful causes, showing his commitment to supporting those who had served their country. In his personal life, Harry's world changed again in 2016 when he met Meghan Markle, an American actress known for her role in the TV show Suits. Their relationship quickly became serious, and by November 2017, they were engaged. Meghan brought a new perspective to Harry's life. She understood the pressures of being in the public eye, but remained down to earth and kind. Their royal wedding in May 2018 was a global event watched by millions. Meghan, a biracial American divorcee, represented a modern and more diverse royal family. The wedding was a mix of royal tradition and modern touches, showing that Harry and Meghan were determined to do things their way. However, life after the wedding wasn't easy. Like Princess Diana, Meghan faced intense media scrutiny, and the coverage was often negative. This reminded Harry of how his mother had been treated by the press. The constant pressure, along with personal struggles, led Harry and Meghan to make a bold decision in early 2020, which was stepping back from their roles as senior royals. The world was shocked by their decision, and there was a lot of speculation about why they chose to leave. Harry and Meghan explained that they wanted to live a more independent life, away from the overwhelming media attention and royal duties. They wanted to raise their son, Archie, in a more private and balanced way. For Harry, this was a deeply personal choice, motivated by his desire to protect his family, much like how he had wanted to protect his mother. After stepping back from their royal roles, Harry and Meghan moved to North America, eventually settling in California. They signed deals with companies like Netflix and Spotify, which gave them financial freedom while allowing them to continue their charitable work. Harry has focused on causes like mental health awareness, which is especially important to him after dealing with his own struggles following his mother's death. In 2020, Harry and Meghan launched the Archewell Foundation, which aims to uplift communities and create positive change. Mental health has become a major focus for Harry. In 2021, he co-produced a documentary series with Oprah Winfrey called The Me You Can't See, which of course was to approach mental health challenges. Gradually, he became a strong advocate for talking about mental health, especially for men, and his openness about his own experiences inspired many people. In all, Harry still remains dedicated to public service, using his platform to raise awareness about issues like climate change and the role of the media. Although his relationship with the royal family has faced some difficulties since stepping back, Harry has stayed connected to his roots. He returned to the UK for important family events, such as his grandfather Prince Philip's funeral in 2021. His story shows how he moved from a young prince living in the shadow of public expectations to a man who is determined to live life on his own terms. Through his works and personal choices, he continues to make a positive impact on the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay tuned on to more of our contents.